What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Sorry for the delay, but today's video is going to be very awesome. It's going to have 3 shinies, which is always awesome. You know, shinies do more damage, as they say. But we have, before we start, I just want to give a shout out to Jasminator, who helped me with the background here. And I'm going to put on the screen here her Twitter. So if you do want some work done, for if you're a streamer or just some general graphic design, anything, she's very good at what she does. And so please check her out, and I'll also link to her Twitter in the description below. And also shout out to Banana Ben, who sent in this footage of this glitch that he saw catching a Shedinja, and I thought that was also pretty funny. And yeah, there's a lot of bugs, especially with the new update. In fact, I heard you should not update if you heard about that new update with the new switch mechanic in PvP. Don't update your app, because if someone quits on you or dodges you before the battle starts, it could break your game and you won't be able to do Go Battle League at all. So don't update yet. Wait till they fix the bugs. And yeah, I also posted something on our Twitter about possibly getting together and doing like a one-day boycott or something like that to kind of get Niantic's attention, because there's a lot of issues with Go Battle League, and it's just been going on for too long. And I think if we collectively picked one day together, not to, you know, buy coins in the shop, they might notice it more and then, you know, be like, what's going on? Why is this happening? And maybe they'll see all the stuff we're trying to say on Twitter. Hopefully that's the plan. So if you want to participate, go on my Twitter and look at that poll I posted, and let's try to find a day. Right now, most people are voting for Magnemar Community Day to boycott and not buy any coins, but that's the kind of the current plan. But we're gonna keep talking about that on Twitter. So yeah, anyways, after that, we also want to talk about Crustle. So the pronunciation of the day is Crustle. I was looking up on the internet to see if it was Crustle or Crustle. The book also says Crustle, so the T is pronounced in that Pokemon name. And so yeah, there you go. Awesome. So let's just get into the battle. Shout out to Slam311. She's using Beedrill, Quillfish, and Umbreon with the Flower Crown, so super style points for that. And let's just get into the first battle. All right, so the lead is with Beedrill, right? So the lead is going to be against Beedrill. I'm going to mute the audio here. And they lead into an Alolan Muck. Now, this is a lead where you could win depending on whether you land the Drill Run. So, you know, if you land it, obviously it's awesome and you're probably going to win that lead. But if they correctly shield it and you don't shield, you could lose a lead. So pretty neutral lead. The Beedrill is not resistant or weak to any of... Actually, it resists poison because of its poison typing. So it will resist the Sludge Waves, but Dark Pulse will hit for neutral damage. And because Dark Pulse is less energy, Alolan Muck does have some play here against the Beedrill. So, you know, pretty neutral matchup. You can see both shields were burned. So just going ahead and getting the switch advantage. So that's actually very crucial. Gonna try to gonna throw the Fell Stinger, and then that was probably, yeah, there wasn't much moves you can throw against the Golbat, because Golbat resists pretty much all of those. So comes in with the Umbreon, and this is going to be a pretty good matchup. Now, they did tell me that this was the wrong Umbreon in the first game. So the Umbreon was supposed to be running, you know, Foul Play Last Resort, but she chose the wrong Umbreon here. But you'll see, still able to pull off the win. Lands the Dark Pulse, and just gonna probably tank this next move. But yeah, comment below how you guys like the background. I love it. I think Jasmine did a really good job. And let me know what you guys think. I might be doing some different themed backgrounds in the future. But anyways, Swalot comes in, and then Beedrill comes back in with a loaded Drill Run. This is going to hurt quite a bit because it's super effective because of the poison typing. Poison is weak to ground. And then trying to get the Fell Stinger off, but just misses it. But that's okay. They'll be able to come in with the next Pokemon and farm up. So I believe they come in with, yeah, Quillfish, just to get some energy going, just in case they have something in the back that's weak to it. So gonna go for that Aqua Tail. That's probably all you need at this point. That Alolan Muck looks to be in KO range for the Aqua Tail. Ooh, gets a Gunk Shot right to the face, and it dips out. So that was very disrespectful on the Alolan Muck's part. But the Golbat will come in. Oh yeah, there was a Golbat. There was no Azu in this team. So, and able to farm down with just Water Gun. So very good game, despite bringing in the wrong Umbreon. Gets the win. And then gonna go up against Levi's Denim 1. Okay, so I'm guessing what the favorite pants they wear are. And Alolan Muck lead. Again, this is another lead where, you know, you're weak to the fire typing, but you could land the drill run and, you know, flip that matchup. But they decide to switch out, go into the Qwilfish, and the opponent goes into a mirror Qwilfish match. So yeah, so we're just gonna go for a straight Aqua Tail, it looks like. And yeah, the poison will be resisted. The water is also resisted because of the water typing. Water resists water and ice. And so I learned that from Ultra League with Lapras. Okay, so when you're the Empoleon Lapras matchup, I learned just to throw a Drill Peck. But anyways, just exchanging some Aqua Tails here. And I kind of do like this pink shiny. Kind of matches the theme of this video, actually, with the colors. But yeah, I do like the shiny version of Qwilfish. Pretty nice, and a very solid pick for Halloween Cup. So if you don't have one, another good alternative is Tentacruel. So if you don't have a Qwilfish, Tentacruel is a great alternative. Probably, I would say, even a little bit better. It's a little tankier than Qwilfish, but the advantage with Qwilfish is that Aqua Tail, much more spammy and very nice to have. Okay, so Wigglytuff comes in, gonna switch out to avoid getting hit, and then Alolan Marowak comes in, but gonna go for the bait here with Felstinger, gets the shield bait, and then decides to switch out into the Umbreon. This is a much more positive matchup for Umbreon than the Beedrill, even though Beedrill could land a drill run for super effective damage. But Alolan Marowak is just gonna throw Bone Club. Funny, I was just watching Daniel Naziri's, shout out to him, on his Twitch today, and he also mistakenly was throwing Bone Club against the Umbreon. Even though Shadow Ball is resisted, it does a lot more damage than Bone Club, and so Bone Club actually does less damage per energy than Shadow Ball. So Shadow Ball is the more efficient move to throw against an Umbreon. So yeah, we were talking about that in the chat. And okay, gonna go for the last resort here. And this match looks pretty much like it's gonna be over. Gonna have enough health just to farm it down, and then gonna go for the disrespectful drill run. Didn't even need to do this, but just to make sure that it cannot come back from that, lands the drill run for the KO and wins game 2. Game 3 is going to be a pretty short matchup, and this is going to be one of the toughest leads that I personally run into. Shadow Victreebel. Put in the comments how much you hate this thing, unless you're using it. Good props to you, but man, whenever I run into this thing, it's such a pain in the butt, which is why I tend to run Marowak on my teams. And so they switch in, very good switch. They catch the charge move with Crustle, and here comes Qwilfish to farm up. So this is a very good, very good positive matchup for Qwilfish, because the Crustle is weak to water, but it is squishy, so you do have to shield that Rock Slide, because that Rock Slide could knock you out if you're not careful. And then back comes the Victreebel. Not going to be able to do much other than throw these Aqua Tails. Just because it can't even get to the second one. So that was unfortunate. It had it ready to go, but not able to get it off. And then Victreebel is just like razor leafing everything. Super powerful, especially with that shadow boost. It is borderline broken. Like, you really have no play against it unless you have a, you know, a huge energy lead, or you have like a flyer or a fire type. Other than that, it's super, or like a confusion user. Otherwise, it's very hard to deal with. Anyways, we have a Charm Gardevoir. This is going to be doing very super effective damage against Umbreon. It is just super powerful. So this is, man, running into all sorts of tough Pokemon here. But Shadow, but able to get to the foul play, and Umbreon for the win with the spamminess. That came in clutch against a Victreebel. Having that energy lead that made all the difference there. So let's go into game 4. Also, comment if you guys are hyped for the raid day tomorrow for Alolan Marowak. Shadow Bone is going to be a very fun move to try. Not as hard hitting as Shadow Ball, but it does have that 20% chance. I believe lowering your opponent's attack or defense, one of the two. But yeah. Okay, gonna come in, getting the shield bait against the Galvantula was huge here. And then shielding the Discharge. Discharge would have done a lot of damage. And you could just go straight Felstinger here, actually, to win this matchup. You don't have to throw Drill Run. If you want, you could just go straight Felstingr. You will need to shield, though. You can see the lag, very annoying, but you can see the Felstingers are doing a ton of damage, and that increase in attack, you don't even need to throw Drill Run. But now, just going to go for, looks like they're going for another bait here, and not going to get it that time, but did, you know, a little chunk of damage because of the boost. And now coming in with Qwilfish, this one has switch advantage, so this is they're in a pretty good spot right now. So let's see if they can close this match out here. Okay. Oh, they switch into an Azu. This is tough. Don't really have much of an answer for Azu now that the Beedrill is gone. And so this is going to be, yeah, this is not going to be very good for this person here. Gonna go for the last resort. That is obviously the move you want to throw because Dark is resisted by Azu's fairy typing. So you gotta go with straight last resort. If you don't have a last resort Umbreon, probably shouldn't use it, to be honest, in Great League. It is just, you need to have that neutral damage to throw against Azu, otherwise you are completely useless. So yeah, gonna throw that and then play rough, gonna knock it out, of course. Dark is weak to Fairy. This is a much more positive matchup. Gonna go for the Aqua Tail, even though it's resisted. Gonna see if they can chunk it down enough to farm it up a little bit. Actually gets the shield, so that's a very, very good scenario for it. But this is gonna hurt, especially if it's a Hydro Pump as a play rough. Sorry, I forgot what moves it had. Might be able to get to it, but then they switch out into a Crustle. You don't want to get fainted down with those Rock Throw or those Smackdowns, so they have to throw the Aqua Tail. But they are so low in energy that this Azu is going to bubble it down and just barely loses game 4. But that was a very, very close game, so you can see the power of this team. They have 2 counters to Azu, and Azumarill is the most common Pokemon in Halloween Cup by far. And so having 2 counters on your team to Azu is a very, very positive thing. It gets you a lot of wins. Goes for the beautiful sack swap here in game 5 against the Haunter, takes the Shadow Punch, just brushes it off, and then Azu comes in, and this is not a good situation. So yeah, sometimes this happens. You get that nice sack swap, but then you do give up switch advantage, so it puts you in a bad spot. But just gonna go for straight last resort. I mean, it's pretty straightforward game plan here. Gonna see what happens. Gonna just decide to save the shields, so they're gonna let it go down and just save the shields, probably for Beedrill, because if you can power that thing up with those Fell Stingers, it can do a lot of damage. Fell Stinger is not the most popular move. It's most likely X Scissor for the bug move, but you can, you know, get some good baits, and if you can do that and get a shield, you can totally farm up Azumarill and stuff like that. So it's a very, you know, decent move to have, a very, very good bait move. So doesn't fall for it there, but you see now they're just gonna farm down with the poison jabs, no problem. Still 2 shields to 2 shields. So let's see who uses the first shield here. Okay, gonna go for the other Fell Stinger. Gonna get the boost again. Gets the shield from Haunter. And now gonna try to land the Drill Run. This is a great spot because now they're guaranteed to get the last shield or one-shot the Haunter. They get the last shield. Now they're 2 shields to 0. And it's all down to Qwilfish. But Qwilfish has 2 shields. So it's gonna be able to at least get 1 Aqua Tail off before... Oh, the Haunter dips out. Okay. Just gonna go straight Aqua Tail here. You don't want to throw poison against this steel type. Yeah, so let's see. Okay. Now Qwilfish also resists steel, but only because of its water typing, not the poison typing. So throws the Aqua Tail. You see it does a lot of damage and just farms down the Scizor. And gonna get an Aqua Tail off to close the game. Very, very well played here. And yeah, shiny hype. We have 3 shinies on the team, so it's always hype to see that. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope you guys have a good day today and go Battle League for Halloween Cup. Let me know in the comments below, you know, how hyped you are for Marowak Day. Let me know in the comments below if you have any weird experiences with the new update. Let's just keep talking about it. So thank you again so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.